see. And someone mentioned a little bit earlier about smart growth. And I'd like to hear a little bit more of the details on that, how that will affect where we live and shop and work. I have read a little bit about it myself, and that does affect zoning, that does affect transportation, and where we build roads, where we go. And I think everybody probably would be interested to see how that would change their lives. Thank you.
Folks, this is not a sexy issue, but let me tell you something. It is one of the most important issues we face in Hamilton County, and that's growth. It must be done intelligently. If not, then those who come behind us are going to say we were not faithful to the trust placed in us. Think about all the growth that's coming and everything that's occurring. We want that to continue. I was a junior at Middle Tennessee State University when Nissan announced it was coming to Smyrna. Have you been there lately? My son's in school at Middle Tennessee. If you tried to get across town at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's virtually impossible. Smart growth is absolutely necessary. It will be a top priority of my administration and will be one of the first activities that I form. That will be a committee comprised of professionals, commissioners, and individuals who will travel and determine what that growth needs to be and undertake the steps to do it. Because without it, we are blind hogs wandering around in the wilderness. We will occasionally find an acorn, but we will not progress. Folks, I know this is not a sexy issue. I know it's not something that's attractive to you, but controlled, educated, and intelligent growth is a #1 priority of our county, and it must be, and I assure you it will be with me.
Thank you for your question. The reality is this is almost here. Fortunately, we do have an individual, and I hope it's an open public forum that's coming here, and his name escapes me, but he's from Utah, that's an expert on this. The Chamber's sponsoring it, and all of us, I'm sure all of the commission will attend, but all of us need to be there. What we know is going to occur, you know, the traffic situations with the smart growth. I mentioned to you about the situations we're going to have with our schools. A lot of people don't think of that as infrastructure, but we're going to have to address them. An increase in population. We've seen what has happened elsewhere. We've been to Spartanburg. We know what they tell us. There's other places that we can go. We need to go and look and see. We need to learn from others' mistakes. We need to learn from what they've done wrong and what they've done right. And we need to be able to take that and implement it here, right here in Hamilton County, and get it as closely to being right. Doesn't mean we're not going to make mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think any of us in this room haven't made mistakes. Sure, we're going to make some along the way, but we certainly need to minimize those mistakes. The smart growth issue, you're going to hear a lot said about that. Whether I'm county mayor, whether I'm commissioner, we're going to be talking about that a lot because it's a real important issue, not only to the area where we're going to have the growth in the Ottawa area, the Appleton area, but it's also going to impact the entire county, as well as Bradley County and North Georgia. So as we move through this process, I look forward to being able to go out and network, pull people together, sit down at the table like I'm used to, something I've done in the past, something I have some experience at doing, and getting people to come together and pull together for the common reason of doing it right from the beginning as closely as we can. Thank you.